Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is furious right now. He's furious over the fact that Democrats in the Senate want to launch an inquiry, have an investigation into Donald Trump's abuse of power, specifically his use of the Department of Justice to investigate his political enemies both in Congress and in the press. And Mitch McConnell's having none of it. So Mitch McConnell released a statement where he called these calls for investigations politically motivated investigations. Politically motivated. Yeah, it's politically motivated because your guy was using the DOJ to spy on his political enemies, right? The political motivation actually came from your guy, Mitch. And now we need answers. We don't need we demand answers. McConnell continues, I am confident that the existing inquiry will uncover the truth. There's no need for a partisan circus here in Congress. Dude, you're the one who's turned Congress into a partisan circus. All those bills from 2018 to 2020 passed by the Democratic-controlled House of Representatives came to your desk to die because you didn't want Democrats to have any kind of victory whatsoever. You made it clear a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago at this point, that your only goal is to stop Joe Biden's agenda. You are the partisan circus here, Mitch. And I don't care if the Democrats launch investigations and come out and say, yeah, we're doing this because he's a Republican. I, honest to God, don't even care about that at this point. We need to know if any laws were broken. We need to know how far this abuse of power went with Donald Trump, not just with the spying on the Democrats, spying on his own White House counsel, spying on members of the press. We also need to know about how he pressured the DOJ and then gave them promotions after he pressured them to investigate his bogus claims of voter fraud. The man was abusing his power every step of the way, and by God, we're demanding answers, Mitch. But what this shows us is that Mitch McConnell and his Republicans in the Senate, probably the Republicans in the House as well, are going to block any efforts to subpoena anyone to come and give testimony to Congress. They're going to be united in this. They're going to fight it every single step of the way. And again, McConnell said the existing investigation. What existing investigations? The DOJ says, we're going to look into this. There is no official investigation yet. And to be honest, a lot of times the DOJ is where investigations go to die. It's one big club, Republicans and Democrats alike. And we're not in it. And we rarely get answers. That's why the congressional testimonies would in fact be so important. Because even if those individuals lie, then at least we can pop them for perjury later on. But more importantly, I don't even care about the perjury thing. More importantly, what it does is it keeps the story out there. It keeps the story alive. It keeps people focused on it. And that focus is going to pressure the DOJ to actually do their job. That's what we need. That's what Mitch McConnell is scared of. And Mitch McConnell doesn't want the public to know how badly a Republican president abused his power. Mitch McConnell is not just furious. He's terrified. Terrified of the truth and terrified of what it would do to his Republican Party.